All right, here with Panthers coach Mike Holwager. Coach, last time you played these teams, you nearly won by 30. So, how do you repeat that success again tonight?
Well, we're not looking to repeat that. Obviously, I think, we caught Miamisburg at a good time last time. They had a little time over Christmas break off. Court was just getting healthy with his hands. So and I said that as soon as that game was over. This one's going to be a completely different game. They're a very talented team, very dangerous team, rivalry game. This is going to be a good basketball game.
Now, you guys have been injury prone the last few games. A couple of your big men have been out.
Yeah.
So, has it been hard readjusting the lineup?
Well, we'll find out tonight. We haven't been together for a while since the Wayne game. We get Trey and Pickle back tonight. Alec will go through warm-ups, Holtree, but he's not able to play yet. But this is one step closer to being able to play. So we're getting healthier, although we lost Garrett Powell's out with some illness, and Andrew Wiedemann turned his ankle. So it's just been one thing after the next. But this group's been very resilient and persistent. So that's been good. But, yeah, your guess is as good as mine because we have not played with the lineup. We'll start tonight in about 2 weeks.
All right. And finally, this is the last game we're doing for Springboro for the class of 2017. So if you want to just go on spiel about each of the four seniors real quick.
Just a really great group of people, first of all. We've kind of grown into this role together. This is my fourth year, and all those guys have been in the program for the 4 years. Individually, talk about Alec first. Obviously broke his ankle first game of the year, just heartbreaking. But some way, somehow, he's gotten himself back to a position where he's going to play this year, which is just remarkable. He's had a great career. All-league player, the last 2 years. Just a tremendous player. Jim Ratt, my favorite memory of him is, whenever I walk by the gym, he's in it.
Right.
And that has carried over to his rehab, and we can't wait to get him back. He's the clear leader. The kids unanimously picked him as a captain, and so that'll be a nice shot in the arm when we get him back. And tonight it's just going to be great having him in a uniform. Trey Varinsky, what can I say about Trey? Having a great senior season, had a really good junior season as well. Steady performer, great defender, has the ability to get 20 any night. Had a great game against Wayne. Probably my favorite memory of Trey was last year against Fairmont. We won in double overtime, and he hit 2 big free throws that allowed us to get into the first overtime after, because then Drolet hit the three free throws. But he came running over, and we do a drill called pressure free throws just about every day in practice. And Trey goes, "Coach, pressure free throws," and he hit 2 that were really important. And then Pickle, what can you say about Pickle? You've probably never met a person named Pickle.
No, that's the first time I saw on stat sheet. I was like, oh, okay.
Pickle is one of a kind. He's also a gym rat. Bethel got a good one. His best basketball is still ahead of him. But it has been really fun over the last 4 years just watching him mature physically and into the player that he is today. And he's had some monster games for us. He scored over 20 a few times in his career, and then double doubles. Just a really good basketball player. One of a kind personality. Trying to give a memory of him is kind of hard to do because he's a constant memory. You never know what he's going to say, and just loves the game of basketball and just done a great job for us. And then lastly, but certainly not least, the little fella, Christian. If we can get a performance out of him like he had against him the last time, we'll be in good shape. But just fearless. I've known Christian a long time, my son, and they played baseball together when they were really young. And he's had that his whole life. He's fearless. And has had some amazing games. You look at the effort that Trey, Pickle, and he had at Wayne, all 3 of them in their own way just did amazing things. But, at Wayne, he hit the 2 free throws to ice it, or to give us the lead, not to ice it, but to give us the lead. And I knew he was going to make them. You could just tell. But, my favorite thing with Christian, other than the fact that he's absolutely fearless, and hopefully you'll see a couple of these tonight, he's so fast and he's so quick that people just can't stay in front of him. But he will initiate contact with guys a foot taller than him, bounce off of them, still finish it, and get to the line. So they're a great group. I think all 4 of them have the ability to play college basketball, and they've done a heck of a lot for Springboro basketball on and off the floor. They go and they read to kindergartners and first graders, and they're really good kids. They come from really good families. They've been a pleasure to coach.
And sitting at 9-7 now, a few games left in the season. How do you evaluate your team moving towards the playoffs?
Yeah, I think we're one of those teams that if we can improve every day in February, we can be a really tough out. And that's been our goal all year. We have not thrown in the towel in the league. We're going to need a little help. Obviously, tonight's a huge game. We cannot afford another loss in the league. We got Miamisburg, Northmont, and Lebanon left, and then we need a little help. So we got to take care of business tonight. And a rivalry game on the road, not going to be easy against a well-coached and talented team.
Right. Thank you. Good luck tonight.
All right.
First for the Springboro Panthers, the 5'11" senior, number 0, Christian James. The 6'7" senior, number 3, Pickle Pluta. The 6'2" junior, number 5, Caleb Tabor. The 6'3" senior, number 30, Trey Varsity. And the 6'6" junior, number 33, Thomas Arrington. The Panthers are coached by Mike Bollinger. The 6'1" senior, number 13, Evan Fox. The 6' senior, number 20, Nathan Hartman. The 6'3" junior, number 25, Jason Hubbard. And a 6'4" sophomore, number 54, Duncan Hall. The Vikings are coached by Tim Freeze.
Hello and welcome to the Miami Valley Adaptive Sports Varsity Game of the Week. I'm Jeffrey Allen alongside Andy Horton, and we got Duncan Hall from Miamisburg and Thomas Arrington for Springboro in the tip-off. And we're in Miamisburg tonight. A cold, brisk, beautiful night to be in a gym, Andy.
That is definitely true, Jeffrey. Nice to be here tonight. Are you ready for some high school basketball?
Amen, brother.
Let's go. 45 seconds in, and we've already got a shot up from one of the Fox brothers.
That's Verinsky.
Oh,
that's the other team. So Christian James, the Springboro pass to the corner, dish inside to Arrington with the pump fake drop step. Picked out. Great play by Jason Hubbard. And Pickle Pluta draws the foul and has an and one opportunity.
interesting fact. They call him Pickle because when he was a kid, that was his favorite food. He just loved eating those pickles.
I never knew that until tonight.
Let's hope he loves shooting free throws as much as he does love eating pickles, and he's able to knock these two down.
As Pluta takes the first one and nails it. Pickle Pluta will be matched up against Jason Hubbard, but Thomas Arrington, the center, will go up against the sensational sophomore Duncan Hall. Has been excellent all season. Player of the game, the X factor for Miamisburg.
That kid can get on the glass, and he loves scoring buckets.
So Miamisburg will get a chance here as Evan Fox on the inbound, the senior Lathan Hartman, who has been effective. Court Justice on the right wing. Duncan Hall fumbles the ball.
You can hear early Springboro student section. They want to make Miamisburg know that they're here.
And Hubbard strokes it. And you're looking at on your screen the X factor for the Springboro Panthers tonight. Christian James, the point guard. dropped 27 last time they were matched up against Miamisburg. Looking to do the same tonight, flying to the rim with ease last game. They're going to try to clog the lane and stop him from effectively driving on them. And Duncan Hall quickly gets a block.
And that's Miamisburg's player to watch. He's very important for them. Duncan Hall, he's vital for them in order to be able to get a W.
And not many players have rim protectors that are sophomores, but Duncan Hall is exactly that. As Pickle Pluta mishandles it, and Court Justice plays with fire, going up against Springboro's rim protector and one of the leading shot blockers in G-Walk, takes it right up on him as Court Justice gets the easy basket.
If you were here earlier, you saw his brother Cooper light it up in the freshman game, in the JV game. So you look for his older brother to maybe do the same here.
Both brothers effective as Kristen James drives up and kicks to Caleb Tabor. Varinsky.
And he's got a bucket.
And that kid is just pure money from the outside.
1 for 2 on the night.
Has been since the day he stepped on the Springboro campus. Hubbard strikes right back with a 3 of his own. Second of the game. And we are high firepower early in this one, folks.
Hubbard is getting out to an early start. That's already 2 threes on the game.
2 for 2, 6 points.
Looks like Miamisburg really wants to try and stretch the floor because clear out space for Hall down low.
Tabor misses the shot.
And James is going to get the rebound, and then he's going to be fouled. If you're Miamisburg, when defending James, you have to say that you got to give him a little bit of a cushion because you don't want him blowing by you, and you don't want him to be creating so much. So I would say you got to make him take those tough jumpers.
He looks like a little boy, but he's such an excellent passer. He is a man among boys, a point guard.
And so fast. He's got great athleticism.
Duncan Hall with the rebound. Forcibly passed to Lathan Hartman. And Arrington, just as I said a few moments ago, one of the leading shot blockers in G-Walk, swats that one out of midair as James comes back.
Great defense by Arrington to be in position and to time his jump right so he can get the block.
There you go, James with another rebound, and the point guard is down there scrapping. He is second in rebounds on the team, though, at 5'11". Christian James averaging 9 points, 5 rebounds, and almost 5 assists on the year. Hubbard from the left wing passes to Evan Fox. Court Justice pass to Hartman.
Out to Fox for 3. Got that one to go.
Fox drains it. 3 of 3 from 3 early. And Miamisburg is playing basketball to get excited about, folks.
They're definitely shooting well early. They're getting to their spots, and they're knocking down the shots.
So Varinsky down low to Arrington. This inside to Noah Kelly. Pass to James, who pulls up after the pump fake, and that's slightly off.
That's not his shot, man. He can't be taking those shots and trying to force things, trying to
Miamisburg is going to want to hold James outside.
You don't want to get in a big hole early. They're already down 7. And Fox almost had another look.
And Hartman from mid-range.
Latham can't get that one to go.
Rims out, but Jason Hubbard, the big, lengthy, athletic freak on the offensive rebound putback.
He's got 8 already. We're only halfway through the first quarter. Look for that kid to have a huge game right now.
And so top Springboro player, Pickle Pluta, set to check back in here. Trey Varinsky in the corner, pass back to the top of the key. Christian James handling the ball. He's going to look to penetrate, get in the lane. And Hoegger streams timeout 2 times, really loud. Refs don't seem to care. Justice with the board off the James miss.
That's another shot that James really can't be taking. He's trying to stretch the defense out, but he's not a great shooter.
And there's the big boy, Duncan Hall, down low.
And the Panthers are going to take an early timeout, 3.5 minutes into the first quarter, as they need to settle things down 11.
And Springboro has been a not very efficient team this year, despite being 9-7, as you can see on the MVCC replay. Powered by Frickers, Duncan Hall just overpowering in the paint. Springboro shooting 38% on the year, and they're just not, if Miamisburg is capitalizing, they're not going to be able to keep up with them.
Not at all.
So tougher defense is required by Burrow here for the comeback, definitely.
I would definitely agree. And those early threes that they've been able to get in this opening quarter are playing huge because it's opening room down low in the paint for Duncan Hall. And if that kid gets going, then Springboro's in for a tough night.
The 6'4" sophomore is an animal. So James, pass down low to Pluta, and you're 6'7", you have to make that shot.
I think he was blocked by Hubbard. That was great hustle on the defensive end by Hubbard, who's already got, like we said, 8 points. So he's making an impact on both ends of the floor tonight already.
Jason Hubbard, it's almost impossible not to make an impact with that size and those arms. So Hall past Evan Fox.
Duncan's playing the high post, trying to get an entry pass in there to open up a cutting lane.
Justice gets him off balance, takes the three. That's no good finally. James with already his 3rd rebound of the game. Takes it coast to coast with a beautiful blood in.
Isn't going to get that one to go. And the offensive rebound.
So Pluto with an offensive board. And then Noah Kelly with an offensive putback off Pluta's offensive board.
And they're going to call that one on number 30.
That'll be Trey
the Panthers.
So his first of the game. Borinsky, though, is going to come out, and Noah Kelly for the senior Thomas Arrington, big man down low, and the promising 6'7" sophomore Michael Berner.
That's incredibly impressive size for a sophomore.
It's crazy. He has a lot of potential, and he's made a lot of progress. From the beginning of the year, he looked like a baby giraffe out there. And now, as you see, much more comfortable with the game, as Pickle Pluta gets the steal and should have an easy put up, and does exactly that with the and one basket. Foul on Lathan Hartman.
That was a great play by Pickle. He was able to read the passing lane, and he just ran in so early. That was just a very bad pass.
And Springboro's coveted. He's a freshman chant, knowing darn well he's a senior. So Hartman comes out. Boykin will check in. And Kyle Fox will come in for his brother Evan.
Boykin, he's their 6th man, the backup point guard. The kid's got a really nice handle. He's got an okay jumper, but he's more of a distributor, I'd have to say.
Knows how to dish it out. As Duncan Hall gets another rebound.
And they give it to him immediately as he brings it up the floor.
Runs the floor quite well off the bench. Looking past to Hubbard.
There's another one.
Third three of the game.
Hubbard is just on fire. That's 11 first quarter points. He's outscoring Springboro by himself.
Young blood lighting it up here. Jason Hubbard, you won't believe this, Andrew, 6'3" junior.
He's a junior?
Hubbard and Hall, both underclassmen. As Pickle Pluta goes up for the offensive board, but slaps it out of bounds.
And so Springboro, they have to be very careful right now. Down 10 in the first quarter. You don't want to let this one get out of hand.
Caleb Tabor and Trey Borinsky come to check in on the sideline. Jason Hubbard at the top of the key. And Springboro settling in their 2-3 zone.
Miamisburg, they're looking to slow it down, maybe use a last possession for the quarter.
And Hubbard taking Berner from the top of the key. Step back, step back. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
What a great sequence.
13 points in the first quarter by Jason Hubbard. And the son of Norm, Connor Greavy. 3-point shooters over there. Holweger screams for a timeout as the Vikings fan section goes insane.
You can hear Coach, he's definitely not happy.
Holweger is going absolutely nuts up there.
I would too. They're being outscored by a single player right now. Hubbard has 13 points in the first quarter alone. That's amazing.
Hubbard indeed getting it done, and Springboro has the ability to stop him. They have before, and I think that's why Coach Mike Holweger is so mad. Tim Freeze over there coaching his team up.
Yeah, if I was Coach Freeze, I'd be feeling pretty good right now.
I'd be feeling pretty good. Do exactly what you're doing. Keep the other ball man on the sideline screaming his brains out. Coach Hollweger was livid this timeout. He has every right to be.
And so down 12 early. That's a big hole to try and dig yourself out of. But they got 3 more quarters, plus an extra 35 seconds. So let's see what they can do.
Thomas Arrington, senior, dishes into the other senior, Christian James.
Arrington patrolling the high post. They get it to him, but they're going to give it right back to James. Now they're going to swing it all the way out to the corner.
Oh. And Arrington.
Bad pass, but they're going to get it back.
Lands in Tabor's hands. James from 3 again, and he caps it this time.
We got the third one. Keep shooting, I guess.
Court Justice, dish off to Fox. Passes to Hall. Got 2 seconds left. Fox airballs it, and that's going to end the first quarter. The Miami's Vikings on top. Miamisburg Vikings on top, 20-11 at the end of the first. And what struck you about that first quarter, Andy?
What struck me is the fact that Springboro didn't seem to come out with a lot of urgency. They just kind of walked into the game and they got hit. They got hit really hard, really early by Hubbard, who's got 13 points. That's crazy. He's having a sensational start to the game.
Hasn't even missed a shot, and 2 of them have been contested.
They're gonna have to get in Hubbard's face. They're gonna need to get this guy off his spots and do something to try and slow him down, or this game's gonna end early.
Justice in the corner, double teamed. Boykin pass to Hubbard, moving it nicely around the perimeter, penetrating the zone. Justice wide open from the corner. Fox slaps the offensive rebound, and they don't get it. Varinsky saves it. Pass to Arrington. James to Pluto with the spin move.
And it's
excellent steal by Boykin. And Pickle literally throws a brick.
That one got stuck up there on the backboard. Things not starting out very well for Springboro. On the defensive end, they seem to have more energy, but after that shot just was wild. So they're going to get the ball back. James drives. He's going to decide to throw it up. Not going to go, but he's going to get to the line, get 2 free throws.
Almost got it there. James, the X Factor, labeled by us this week, as you see on the MVCC replay of the week.
They're going to call that foul on one of the Fox brothers. Kyle Fox, to be exact.
So James took the second one.
And he's 1 for 2 from the line. As Springboro, Boykin back in the game for Miamisburg. He brings it across the half-court line. He's going to give it over to Kyle Fox, who's going to swing it to Hall. Hall's going to give it up to Justice. And Hall's going to get the ball back. Now he's back to Boykin. Boykin's going to give it to Justice. And Kyle Fox up top with the ball. Over to Boykin. Boykin's going to throw up a tray, and that one's not going to go. Fight for the ball.
Excellent effort by Pickle Pluta, slapping it to Thomas Arrington.
And that's going to be a foul against Barry. Drew Barry.
Drew Perry gets some junior varsity quarters, but is sustaining a substantial amount of varsity play as well. James dishing to Pluto, gets fouled. I think it was kick ball violation, actually. Not sure what happened there. As Coach Hollweger calls a play. James inside the Pluto, gets double teamed right away. Caleb Tabor with the 3.
Good shot by Tabor. He got open, but he just wasn't able to knock it down. Maybe rushed
So creating shots, Burrow is this quarter. Is not hitting any so far. Justice to Barry at the top of the key. Outlet to Duncan Hall. Keeping the ball moving on the perimeter very nicely against the zone. That quickly switched back to man.
Miamisburg, they're going to slow it down. Now over to Hall. Boykin's going to take it back from the top. He's going to pick up his dribble. And James forces turnover. And he's going to attack. Gets to the line.
Oh, beautiful.
One.
And that's why he's the X factor. He does things like that.
Carrying his team right now in the second quarter. He's got all 3 points, stepping to the line, trying to get a fourth.
And the baby-faced Christian James at the line for an and one opportunity. Top 5 in G-Walk in steals.
He was having problems in the first getting going, but looks like he's settled in a little bit here in the second quarter, and that's 4 points in the quarter for him. He's looking to be a problem for the Vikings this quarter.
So Evan Fox is taking it down as point guard. And they're actually going to call that foul. That was just proper defense, but again, I guess that's why I'm not in stripes. So Fox to Fox on the inbound. Kyle's going to take the point.
I'll tell you what, these brothers can definitely shoot the lights on. When Hubbard's knocking down his shots too, this team is extremely hard to defend. And Hubbard nearly turns it over. And that's a Miamisburg timeout. Great awareness by the coach.
Excellent trap there by the Panthers, forcing Tim Freeze to call a timeout. That's a full timeout too.
Held their first ever student section battle on Twitter. There was much success with nearly 900 likes and 70 retweets. The winning student section was the Miamisburg Vikings, 464 to 429. Thank you to everybody who participated, and remember to use the hashtag MVCC Game of the Week when you are at the game.
So coming out of this freeze timeout, Vikings will have the ball. Coach Holweger clapping on the sideline after that excellent trap.
So out of the timeout for Miamisburg, they got the Hall brothers, Hubbard, the Fox brothers, Hubbard, Hall, and then they also have number 21, Drew Berry, out there.
Duncan Hall passes the corner, Hubbard again, and this kid has been electrified.
That's distance on the night.
4 of 5 from distance, 16 points for Jason Hubbard so far.
He's definitely strapping it right now. He's got the green light from anywhere on the floor.
And over halftime, they need to figure out a way to stop this man.
They need to do something, just period, because he's tearing them up, but they're still down 8. They've played a lot better this quarter, but they seem to be a little slow on the defensive end. They're just not getting in position, which is opening up all these great driving lanes and opportunities for the Vikings.
So Arrington, I see on the replay, Hubbard makes another contested 3. Arrington shooting 2 free throws here after the foul, and Duncan Hall misses the first one.
Back in for the Vikings, number 5, Court Justice.
Court Justice is going to come on the floor for Kyle Fox. And Arrington and Hall, both underclassmen centers, both very impressive this season. Show a lot of promise between those two guys. And Arrington will miss both, but Caleb Tabor, an excellent energy player all season, will come up with the offensive board.
Though he got blocked.
And Hubbard stuffs, and he's just playing everywhere tonight.
That kid is having a sensational night. That's 2 blocks on the defensive end now.
Well, speak of the devil, he'll get the ball right now. Almost travels.
With 16 points already.
Duncan Hall inside. Ooh. Great defense by Caleb Tabor.
It was good D. Hall thought he got fouled, but they didn't make the call, so he got to keep playing.
That's going to be a jump ball, as no foul will be called. And Noah Kelly and Connor Greavy will check back in for the Panthers. Hubbard on the left wing. Dribbles back, passes the Court Justice.
Hubbard's trying to give him a screen, but he waves him off. Says, I got this.
Justice taking the young Greavy off the pick and roll.
And then gets trapped. Now Hall over to Fox, and he's going to throw up a three.
Evan Fox. Duncan Hall, tremendous soft-court center, comes down with the board.
It's great hustle to get on the offensive glass and get the board, be able to score 2 points. Those are points that if you're Springboro, you're going to look back. You can't give those up. Second chance opportunities are way too important.
Borinsky. Oh my goodness! Tremendous effort by Borinsky.
Springboro themselves gets 3 or 4 chances down on the offensive end.
The skilled senior gets the putback.
Giving it back to Hubbard.
So Hubbard latently traveling.
Panthers foul number 30, Trey Borinsky.
It's going to be a foul on Borinsky. He just had the bucket. Tremendous bucket at the other end. Zach Lavin
Into the game for the Panthers, number 11, Zach
will come in now.
For the Panthers, number 5, Caleb
And
Taylor.
also Caleb Tabor will come right back in. Borinsky will hit the bench.
Good move by Coach Lurinsky. Picked up a second foul right there.
Justice Fall, the hesitation. Past James, goes straight to the rim for a basket. And Vikings are transferring the skill that we saw in the JV game over to the next level. They've been playing so efficiently.
They certainly are. After they were able to get the shots to start falling in the JV game, they just took off on the offensive end, and they have not slowed down one bit here in the first half of the varsity game.
And James hits another three, puts him at 10 on the night. So Fox, the pass over to Hall, and Hall will take him, loses the ball, stolen by Lavin, and James in transition is money every time. And no, they're gonna call a travel. Not something you see often from the composed senior leader, Christian James. Such an acrobat in transition, just takes too many steps this time. And on that break, Michael Berner came in. And Tabor has been locked down from the perimeter all season. Will take on Hubbard as Justice misses a shot. It's going to be off of court Justice. Good call by the refs. Actually, I think it's going to be Miamisburg ball, but it was clearly off of Justice's foot there.
Must not be any replay in high school basketball. Pretty sure that was Justice.
Oh, Hubbard getting the ball at the top of the key. They almost took a sort of double team. Berner eager to help. That was a good slide over by him on the Hubbard drive. Barry takes it from the right wing. Pass to Hall, passes to Fox in the corner.
Tabor is not taking his eyes off of Hubbard. He's locked on this guy
and I knew Hollweger was going to eventually do something about Jason Hubbard.
I mean, you had to. 16 points early in the first half.
And Tabor right up on him. That's what you want to see. Drew Barry, good pass to Fox. Pass back to Justice.
Court, got it!
Inside out action. Beautifully ran, and Miamisburg gets another three.
Big shot by Court Justice, making it another 10-point lead. 49 seconds left in the half.
And Miamisburg has hit 6 threes this half. 40 seconds running down.
That's impressive shooting. You see stuff like that in the NBA.
Yeah, especially not. And Connor Greavy throws it up, just misses. That's going to be a foul.
James on the foul.
James,
he's frustrated about that one.
Saw a little flopping of the limbs there. Very frustrated, understandably so. So Arrington will come in and Lavin.
Panthers got a lot of size out there right now.
Indeed. Pluta 6'7", Arrington 6'5".
Anticipating that this is going to probably be the last possession of the half, so probably get some shot blockers in there. Is probably the
Duncan Hall pass to Justice. Hubbard has the ball. That's going to be a pass inside the post. They're just moving the ball avidly, which they should be.
And there's another foul.
Another foul on Christian James.
So that's 2 quick fouls for James. 8 minutes left in the half.
You cannot afford that from your star point guard, and he'll come out as expected. And just as you predicted, Andy, getting Noah Kelly out there, the 6'4" junior. So size at almost every position.
5. Shot by Court. That one's going to be off.
And the student section gave him a false countdown, and it fooled him. So well done by the student section, and well done by the Miamisburg Vikings on the other side. 30-20 over the Springboro Panthers in your Miami Valley Adaptive Sports Varsity Game of the Week. I'm Jeffrey Allen alongside Andy Horton, and we'll be back for the second half, folks. Hello and welcome back to Miamisburg High School for the Miami Valley Adapted Sports Varsity Game of the Week. Got the Springboro Panthers in Miamisburg tonight, and the Vikings are surprisingly up 30-20 on at least what looks like on paper a lot better of a Springboro Panthers team.
Well, the Panthers, they came out and they weren't hot, and the Vikings were. They were very hot. Hubbard, 16 points in the first half. 13 in the first quarter alone. So the Panthers are definitely going to have to look to try and slow him down, and also maybe get James going a little bit, Christian James, because he's had a rather quiet half game so far.
Well, 10 points. He's been competent as he takes another 3 there, and 13, 3 of 4 from 3 on the night. He has been spraying them. I don't know where this is coming from.
Hey, the kid hasn't hit a lot of those shots coming into the game, but he's feeling really confident from out there tonight, so he's taking those deep ones.
Let the young man go. So Lathan Hartman on the wing. Dunk in. And bam.
It's a pretty finish by Duncan Hall. They need to get him going if they're going to want to keep this lead.
He's so skilled inside. And so Miamisburg is going to come out here running 3-2 zone. So Tabor takes the contested 3, no fear in his eyes, spraying it upon Evan Fox. So Caleb Tabor, the impressive energy player, is making some shots.
It was definitely a good shot. He saw the open look, and they were able to get it to him in time, and he didn't rush it, which is key to being able to knock down big-time shots.
Jason Hubbard pass inside to Duncan Hall. Do not let the big man inside. And Hall, not sure what happened there.
But Springboro, they're going to make an early substitution. They put in Michael Berner a little earlier than most of us probably expected.
Take out key starter Pickle Pluta, who has been slightly disappointing this season. Knocks to the floor, leaves James wide open.
He's not going to knock that one down.
That's a jump ball, and that's going to go the Vikings' way. Possession arrow possession arrow towards Miamisburg. They're going to get this one. Duncan Hall, good hustle to get up there and get it, and good play so far inside.
He's a big man standing at 6'4", so he does a lot of damage down there. He's able to clean the boards very well on both ends of the floor.
Hubbard trying to get it going again. He can't. He'll go in again, past to Duncan Hall, and that's going to be swatted by Arrington. And we've seen stuff like that all season.
Panthers definitely looking to be more, they look more locked in right now.
Good defense by the young sophomore Michael Berner, who runs the floor in a flash.
If you're Duncan Hall, you can't afford to miss those kinds of shots. I mean, it was good defense, but it was help defense. He was able to to get his defender, get the first man, and then the travel on the other end by the Panthers.
Bad travel.
Back in for the Panthers, number 3, Pickle Pluta.
And that was Pickle Pluta.
So playing not a good game so far. And Michael Berner exits the court. And Michael Berner, you could see the strides made, the maturity in his game from the beginning of the season. And that's a big reason why he's now from a junior varsity starter to a role player on this varsity team. Well, filling out his body, too.
Well, you love seeing growth out of young players. And in high school basketball, you got to think they're all young. So when you see any growth from any of the guys, you got to get really excited about it. You know, a lot of these kids, they're not going to play college basketball, but they're playing at a very high level here in this game tonight.
And so
looks like it's going to be an offensive foul on.
I have no clue. I thought the foul was going to be called on James for grabbing the jersey, but these stripes tonight, they're seeing something else. But Christian James gets away with one there. Pass to Varinsky in the corner, who dishes into Pluta, and that's his shot, but it's just off.
He's just off tonight.
Fox down low to Hubbard.
Hubbard's going to dribble out of trouble and give it up top. So now back to Hubbard in the corner. Fox back to Hubbard. Now Hubbard's going to bring it up top.
And Hubbard's not being nearly aggressive as he was at the first half. Varinsky doing a good job of defending him straight up.
You know, I think Hubbard, when they switched Tabor, when the Panthers switched Tabor over onto him in the second quarter,
sizzled his flame a little bit.
Yeah, they quieted him down, and he hasn't been the same since.
And Hartman, who doesn't take many threes, misses one there. Are they actually going to call a foul?
Springboro foul number 33, Thomas Arrington.
Thomas Arrington absolutely sat there straight up and tried to body Duncan Hall. The refs with a bad call yet again.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one.
And yet they don't call the obvious ones. And Jason Hubbard scores a quick 2.
He's got 18 on the night. You don't want, if you're Springboro, you don't want that kid getting hot again.
Panthers have to get going again.
You can't afford the second, another
see what
half
call.
like he had in the first one.
They're going to call it on Hubbard, I believe, in the block. Yes, indeed. So good job by Varinsky getting the penetration and drawing the foul. As you can see on the MVCC replay powered by Frickers, Jason Hubbard on a quick left hook.
Varinsky got out for that jumper, but he didn't hit anything. I feel like he rushed that three.
Lathan Hartman, been an explosive player this season.
Hartman with a great pass to Fox, and Fox is going to lay it up. He can't get that one to go. And
so grip pass, just can't finish it.
Pickle's going to get it and take it down to the other end of the floor. He's not going to get that one to go. Arrington.
Horrible execution inside.
Rebound. Can't get that one either. Now Hartman is going to bring it down, showing some flashy handles.
And that's usually what James does to the opposing defenders. Hartman giving him a little taste of his own medicine there.
And they're going to call an offensive foul on Hubbard. So Hubbard picked up 2 quick ones.
Not sure what happened there. So refs just throwing out fouls now. Eric Boykin checks in for Miamisburg Vikings.
So now Hubbard has 3 fouls, and coach is going to pull him.
Pickle Pluta inbound to Christian James.
The Vikings have had a pretty comfortable lead the whole game. But
Christian James, the senior leader, looks frustrated with the offense, and so does Holweger, as he's going to call a timeout here.
Yeah.
And a sarcastic smile on Coach Mike Holweger's face brings the boys back together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winning ticket for tonight's 50-50 game.
Yeah, it's been a rough start to the half for Springboro. For both teams, really. Neither of them are executing at the level that they were in the first. That's especially true for Miamisburg. And as one of their best players, Hubbard's sitting on the bench right now with 3 fouls midway through the third quarter. So that's a story to watch. Something could develop out of that.
So here we go. Burrow's going to get back. Didn't get my good side there.
Same.
Wierenski into Christian James, and hopefully finally going to run the offense like James desires. Loses the ball on the way up, still gets it to Pluta.
And they're going to call the offensive foul on Pickle.
And what are they calling? I am really just confused, simply confused at the referees.
Yeah, these have been some quick whistles tonight. I'm not sure about a lot of these fouls.
I think it's best we just sit back and let them do their job, I guess. Port Justice taking Connor Greavy straight to the rim. Finishes over the shot blocker, Arrington.
Good move by Justice. He just was very aggressive on that play, and he wasn't going to be denied on that one.
Goes to the floor trying to steal it. Money Wierenski misses that one.
Now Boykin to bring it up. He's going to give it to Hartman, and Hartman drives and then decides he's going to reset.
Fox taking it from the left wing. Here we go, Court Justice to Lathan Hartman, to Duncan Hall, and the travel, and that's not good. That is not good for the Springboro Panthers.
Arrington's laying on the ground. He's hurt.
And coach is going to come out on the floor, and so is the trainer. And this is a worrisome moment for Springboro High School.
Is he grabbing his knee? He's grabbing his ankle.
We could get a replay there.
Yeah, if we could see a replay, maybe we could better diagnose what happened.
Arrington is shaking in pain. This does not look good.
And now he's grabbing at his knee.
And if we could see a replay, we'll see what happened.
Here we go. Let's look at it.
Oh,
it looks like he landed on someone's foot.
That's never good. And not good for the rest of this game at all. Arrington already had 3 blocks on the night.
They're going to get him up, and the crowd's going to give him a hand. He's not putting any weight on that knee.
Arrington going to go back. Does not look like he'll return to this game.
Definitely not.
Does look bad. So, another worry.
Well, hope the kid's okay, but, well, you know what time it is.
Time to play ball again, Andy.
Yep.
And Noah Kelly will replace him. Noah Kelly is planning to show the presence that Arrington provided. Wierenski up at the corner 3, and they're coming out with fire as Money Wierenski sinks one from the corner real quick.
While the head coach was over there trying to help his injured player, we saw the assistant coach over there setting that play up. Got an easy basket out of the timeout, or out of the injury timeout. And Now looking to maybe start a run.
Duncan Hall. They're playing stingy defense. And good foul. You definitely want to take that foul.
Can't let him get to the basket unattested.
And after there's no one there in front of him, that's all you can do is foul him on the way to the basket.
Definitely.
They did a good job. Hopefully he misses one here. Springboro definitely throwing shots at the opposing fan section, saying white trash blew out.
Kind of savage here by the Panthers.
As Hartman misses the second free throw after sinking the first one. And that's going to be a foul on Noah Kelly, and a clear one. Good call by the refs. Very clear foul by Noah Kelly.
Yeah, you got to get your feet set on that pick. You can't be moving around. Got to make sure you stay still.
And that stuff is to be expected. Noah Kelly is a mere role player and
doesn't get a lot of minutes.
Yeah, it's hard to match what Thomas Arrington brings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the intensity level right now for Kelly, I feel like it's just not there. He's not used to these kinds of situations.
As Hall emerges into double digits with that basket inside. That's going to be a travel
on James.
Christian James, mental mistake. He's over there by the fan section. And they're letting him hear it.
Miamisburg, they're going to take a quick timeout after things aren't developing.
Call a timeout, and Zach Lavin's going to come over to the sideline here.
He's going to check in at the next whistle.
And you see Duncan Hall just going up there with the quick inside basket.
Looked like James was in pretty good defensive position, but he's 5'10", 5'11". He's just not big enough. He just can't. How is he supposed to defend somebody that's 6'4"? Definitely a defensive mismatch.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Holwager still has more than enough time to come back. 41-29 here. So Vikings scoring 11 since the half, and Burrow scoring 9, keeping it relatively even, but the damage is already done from the first half. Lathan Hartman is going to take it down on Christian James. And this is not a good idea. Hartman is, it's a mismatch here. Hartman is a lot quicker.
Oh boy.
He's going to play with him.
Oh,
he's going to play with him. Don't let him play with you, young blood.
Just foul him, man. Just foul him.
Oh my goodness.
Don't let it happen. Good foul. Really good foul. You don't want him to get to the basket on that because he's going to finish that.
Lathan Hartman was juking him out of his own hair almost.
Yeah, Hartman's definitely a lot quicker, definitely a lot faster. He's got great handles.
And you want James on that, and they get the mismatch again. So take Duncan Hall.
Fox dribbles it off his foot. Turnover. 26 seconds left in the quarter. So now the Panthers looking to cut into this lead. Down 11.
So Fox dribbling off his foot, giving Springboro the ball. Perhaps student sections. Student sections are actually playing a part in this one. Yelling at their own players' attempts.
That was a bad shot. They had Tabor on the other side of the court, and he was wide open. There was nobody within 10 feet of him.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
What a play!
Lathan Hartman takes it. The last shot of that.
What a play
and
by Hartman to be able to get the cross and then the last second dish.
And he creates with his quickness. If we can get a replay right here of what happens, you can see.
Wow, just watch.
So good dish there. Did not show the crossover. So don't know the destitute of that play. But getting the fans very hyped up. 43-29 at the end of this third quarter. Going into the fourth, this will have to be a tremendous comeback A 14 from Mike Holwager. Needs to get his team pumped up. Losing Thomas Arrington. What do you think they need to do to fill that void, Andy?
They just need to start hitting shots. They're not doing that right now. And they're not playing great defense. They're getting scored all over. I mean, like Hubbard, they were able to quiet him down, but Duncan Hall's gotten going this half. And he's been lighting them up from inside, and he's been getting on the boards. I don't know if they have an answer. I don't know if they can stop Miamisburg right now.
It certainly doesn't look like it. And with Arrington going out, Duncan Hall, his future is looking really good.
And you see Arrington, he's back out on the court now. His foot's wrapped in ice.
And I'm hearing it's his ankle.
It's an ankle injury. Okay.
So an ankle injury definitely will not return. Stolen by Hartman.
Good move by Justice.
So a spin move inside, dish to Hartman, and with each bucket, the Panthers' chances are looking more bleak.
16-point game.
Lavin, pass back to James. Good D by Court Justice.
James got the ball back, and then they're going to call a foul when James falls over.
Calling a foul. So enter Pickle Pluta, Michael Berner, and Connor Greavy. Berner is going to be a huge part in coming in and filling in for Arrington.
He's going to have to do something because Hall just lit him up in the last quarter. James for an open three. He got that one.
So James finally strikes again. And Lathan Hartman continuously.
Hartman's got
and James.
Which one is that?
No, James cannot possibly convince the ref that was all ball.
Which one is that? He's got a lot of fouls.
Third. I thought he had 3.
I thought he had 3 in the first half.
And so a clear call, despite what the student section says. James looking a little frustrated, but Hartman has those little push-offs, definitely engaging a sort of battle between those two.
The Hartman gives up to Justice, and Justice is going to bring it back out up top. Now over to Hubbard. Hubbard's looking. Now he's going to give it back to Hartman. Now over to Boykins. They got their 2 best facilitators out on the floor right now. And now back to court. They're going to give it back to Hartman over on the wing. Now they're going to swing it around. Court to Boykin. Boykins, he's handling the ball, looking for something. And he's going to drive. And then they give the foul with 6 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock.
And Holwager told him the foul due to the mismatch there. Good call by coach, I'd say.
Yeah, you don't want for your players to get embarrassed out here.
I think Tabor's going to come in and take some of the defensive responsibility. Yup, he's going to take Berner's spot, meaning Pluta really has to step up inside, being the only interior player right now.
He's the only one with the real size to be able to affect Hall. But Tabor, he's feisty on the defensive end, so we'll see if maybe they try and match him up to slow him down.
Greavy pondering outside, pass back to James at the top of the key. He's going to take it in on him. And James, so excellent in midair. The acrobat puts another one in.
It was a great crafty finish. He took his time, didn't rush himself, and just laid it up off the glass. Beautiful
3-on-2.
play.
3-on-2. Lathan's going to take it, kick it to the corner to Boykin. Boykin pulls up for mid-range.
That one's not going to go, but Hartman got his own rebound.
You have to box out.
All levels of basketball. It does not matter.
It comes down to the fundamentals in times like these.
That is very true, Jeffrey.
So James with great defense, but picks it out of bounds. And it'll go Miamisburg ball.
Time running low.
So 5-2 in the fourth quarter, the scoring so far. Christian James versus the 2 lone points.
Springboro's got to get something going. They're down 11 with 5 minutes left, and you can never really panic, but you got to start thinking, you know, we're running out of time, guys. And there's a travel by Boykin.
Bad mistake by the 6th man.
Yep, and looks like they're going to pull him.
He's definitely coming out.
They're going to put in Fox.
Christian James driving past the half-court line. Toss over to Tabor. Beautiful play in the corner. And Pickle Pluta he was in position. He has to have the instinct to get that rebound right there.
Yeah,
Hartman
he let
putting
Fox
James on skates.
So if you're the Panthers, when they took out Boykin, they made it a lot more difficult on you, because now they can spread the floor so wide with the shooters and just throw it down low to Duncan.
And as Court Justice scores there. Good rebound by Tabor. Rinsky again, that's money. That's money from the corner. I can call that from a million miles away.
Great hustle by Tabor to get the extra shot opportunity.
And that's what he brings to this team. Energy, physicality. Court Justice from the corner, and he strikes right back with a 3 of his own.
You gotta get out on these shooters for Miamisburg. They're knocking down everything tonight.
James doesn't hit that one. With each missed shot, their chances are getting smaller. They're gonna call a foul on Connor Greavy right there. Hallwager calling over his point guard, James, for a quick combo.
You guys see Court Justice over there. He just walked over to his boy Evan Fox and said, hey, knock these down. We're putting this game out of reach right now. Court is looking really, really good right now. He's excited. He's getting his team into it.
Fox. This is this one as well. I mean, he hit the first one. Orinsky again.
Oh my goodness, with the defender right in his face. That was a great shot by Lewinsky. He had to rush that one. He had no choice, but
that kid is money. But Trey Verinsky is as good as shooting threes as Hartman is as good as being athletic.
Hartman is so athletic. He got down the floor so fast.
He just floated over him. Bad shot by Pluta.
The Panthers didn't have time to get back on defense. And then they rushed an ill-advised shot right there.
And he changes the game with his athleticism and quickness. Look at that. He is just putting everybody on ice right now.
His handle is so tight, like right now. He's locked in.
Fox, simple crossover, kick to the corner. Good defense by Caleb Tabor over there, locking down Hubbard. And Hartman on James, what we've seen all night. Pass to Hubbard, who passes to Hall. Off the slash, Fox passes to Court Justice. They're getting everybody involved right now. And back to Hartman with James on him. Good backdoor cut and great finish by Court Justice.
Coach, they just called for the foul, and when they went to go foul, it left the man open. So there's a wide open shot down low.
And they're making the shots right now. Springboro is getting rolling, no doubt, but they're going.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the half-court shot.
Still down 12, 2 minutes and 39 seconds left. Down 12 points. I don't know if they can make this comeback, Jeffrey.
So Springboro has hit 7 threes and 1 2-point in the second half. So they're trying to make the comeback, but they have to stop the Vikings from scoring. They cannot be over-aggressive. They're leaving open men on the trap, and as you saw there, he called for the foul, and they're just rushing to the ball handler thinking no thought of their man. All they have to do is simply play defense. They have officially caught fire from outside, and with Verinsky and James out there knocking them down, they shouldn't have any problem getting back into this game points-wise. As far as the rim protection goes, Michael Berner is 6'7". I don't care if you're 100 pounds, you need to block some shots.
Got to do something, especially this late in the game.
Look at that kid's length.
That's...
He's a sophomore in high school. He just needs to... Oh, and Michael Berner, after the steal by Trey Verinsky, and that's what they need to get going. Those are the type of shots.
10 points.
And Hartman's speed making a difference.
Now over to court. Now to Fox.
Lavin.
He misses the free throw.
Lavin with the great defense. And the Panthers are coming back fast.
James attacks the basket. Off the glass. Go. 24 seconds have ticked off the clock. Springboro scored twice.
And so, good strategy. That's why Mike Hollweger is the head coach. Knows to put the trap on him. Michael Berner in the middle of that trap with his big wingspan, 6'7" size, making the disruption. Trey Verinsky steal, Michael Berner basket, get the missed layup, opportunity in transition, and the acrobat James just soars to the basket.
Evan Fox cannot miss that layup. That's crucial. It would still be a 10-point game just if he hits that shot, even if you count that layup. So you got to be able to concentrate and finish. That was a quick 4 points in 24 seconds by Springboro. Got to see what else they got left. They're fighting, and they don't think this game is over.
And Burrows coming back out with the trap. Very bold. I suppose head coach Tim Freeze devised a plan to get around it, but I guess we'll see here. Duncan Hall. And they pick it off again. Noah Kelly misses the bucket though.
And Hartman's gonna get the rebound. Wow, Noah Kelly, you really gotta be kicking yourself right now.
Noah Kelly should have made that, but nothing they should get mad about. And
a lot of conversation over here trying to figure out what quite's going on.
Again, the refs, did they all just get their license? Did the refs all just get their license?
I don't know. I think they just came straight from Foot Locker.
Hartman on the one-on-one opportunity on the bonus.
I think I might have seen one of them in one of those James Harden commercials.
And they're going to miss it. Everything that needs to happen for the Panthers is happening slowly. Tabor in the corner.
If you're James, do you think about taking another outside shot? You're not the best at him, but you're knocking him down tonight.
James passed to Tabor on the corner, thinks about it. Inside to Pluta, gets the easy bucket. And tries to draw the foul, doesn't succeed. Burrow only down by 6.
Good hesitation right there by Pickle to slow down, wait for the defender to get off his feet, and then go up and finish strong.
Are you ready for this, Andy?
Yep.
9 points in the last 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Wow, how things have turned.
Springboro Panthers are on fire, playing excellent defense, executing down low.
I think Coach might have heard us over here saying that they needed to do something fast because they started doing something real fast.
Hollweger reacted. And as Hartman hits both, still down by 8 with 1:40 here left. And James, Hollweger signaling to move the ball. They need to, and here Connor Greavy is knocking down that one.
Big shot. Cut the lead down.
Sophomore.
Cut the lead down to 5.
They need to get back. They need to get back fast. And Marinsky fouls Fox here. Still in the bonus, the Vikings can miss one and give it back. And here you go. You cannot leave that kid open.
Not at all. The Fox brothers, they haven't done too much tonight, but the two of them are each a knockdown shooter. So when those guys are out on the floor, it really allows for Miamisburg to get Duncan Hall the ball. That's one reason why he's been so effective this year.
So Fox making both of them down by 7 now. Into Pluta, to the corner. And
ill-advised pass, and turns it over. Hartman taking it up the floor, and he's going to pull it out. before he's fouled, sending him back to the line.
So bad turnover there. Could very well be the end for the Panthers. But the fans are still crossing their fingers.
1 minute and 4 seconds left, so there's still plenty of time to mount a comeback.
So you gotta hope Hartman misses at least one of them here.
So down 8, Hartman, or up 8, Hartman at the line, knocks down the second one. 9-point game, 1 minute and 4 left. They're gonna walk the dog. Now James picks it up, and he's gonna use the screen by Pickle. And then lackadaisical ball control, turns it over, and that one might just do it for the Panthers.
And they're sending more length in there. Michael Berner, Zach Lavin, Noah Kelly coming in.
They're trying to work this zone, this trap, this press.
And they have a precise plan to pick it apart.
Great patience by Miamisburg to not rush anything and not get caught up with the press, and to be able to get the ball out and not turn it over.
So down by 9, the Panthers will still look to find some way back into this game as Hartman takes the one-on-one again. Oh no, this one's going to be too. So Pluta, Tabor, Reevy coming right back in. And they're definitely looking for a rapid-fire score here. James gonna push it.
He's not a.
Pluta taking a 3.
That one's not gonna go.
Bad shot, but they need to do something.
Good call by the refs.
Travel.
And Duncan Hall, so he's gonna turn it over. Panthers clinging on. Still a little bit of life.
James taking from the top of the key. Deflected by Hartman. Pluta at the top of the key.
And there's another turnover.
Borinsky is out. This game is officially over. Miamisburg Vikings just played their heart out tonight.
That's definitely for sure. They've played a great game. Like
through the questionable refs, through everything, you got to tip your hat to the coach, Mike Holweger. He brought his team nearly back within 5.
Mm-hmm.
He got it close when I personally didn't think it was possible.
Well, I was looking at the clock with about 3 minutes left, and I thought it was over. But then coach was able to get them back in it. Just poor execution down the stretch. Things, they couldn't quite get them to go their way.
Coach Holweger is correct. Lay off. Don't embarrass yourself, Youngblood. This one's all wrapped up. So Vikings 63 in Miamisburg bring home the win. Springboro Panthers, the away team, 52. And that brings the Miamisburg Vikings to 7-9 with leader Duncan Hall. Jason Hubbard played well tonight, but most of all, Court Justice. How about him? The name that we have said spots overnight, but the only really consistently dropping buckets.
Yeah, he was able to get his stuff all night. He got rolling early, and then he never cooled off. They weren't able to get him out of his zone. They weren't able to push him off his spot. So he was able to execute very well all night, and he showed a lot of hustle. There was a few times he got down on the hardwood and really put it out there.
Scoring in abundance. Court Justice is your player of the game tonight. For Miami Valley Adaptive Sports Varsity Game of the Week, I'm Jeff Allen, signing off with Andy Horton. That's all, folks. Good night.
right, here with Vikings coach Jim Freese. Coach, you guys really took momentum of this game in the second half. What did you tell your team at halftime?
Well, we had a lead at halftime. We said, half of something is nothing. We don't want half of anything.
Right.
We played well in the first half. We wanted to come out and play with aggression in the second half and really get after it. I thought the guys did a good job. I thought they really did a good job in our zone defense.
An 11-point win against Springboro, a team that somewhat, you guys go back and forth year after year. What does this win like this build momentum for the rest of the year and heads towards the playoff?
Oh, it's big. It's a division game. It's a rival game. We haven't been playing very well, so we wanted to play well tonight. We wanted to kind of exercise some demons that we've had in the past, and I thought we did a good job tonight.
Right. Thank you. Good luck.
Hey, thanks a lot.
All right, here with player of the game, Court Justice. Court, 16 points. You guys dominated this game in the second half. What happened in there?
We just battled all game. Every game we just did, or every second that we were out there, we just battled. And my teammates really encouraged me and just helped me. It was just a great game, great team win. We needed this one.
What does a win like this could do for the rest of your season, guys, mounting momentum towards the playoffs?
Yeah, definitely. I think we really came together a little bit more tonight, and I think it's going to help us a lot for the rest of the season.
All right. There it is, guys. Miamisburg Vikings upset the Springboro Panthers.
If I play sports for my school, I'll learn how to be part of a team.
I will have more friends. I will be active now and when I'm a grown-up.
I will learn how to work hard. I'll have better attendance.
I'll learn how to overcome adversity. I'll be more likely to go to college. I will learn how to get along with others. If I play sports for my school.
If I play sports for my school.
If I play sports for my school.
I must learn to be a good student during school if I want to throw on my uniform after school.
Let's take a time out to talk about educational athletics. That means the school sports are an extension of the classroom. Student athletes earn the privilege of participation in sports by succeeding during the school day first, before they put on the team uniform after. Student athletes prove that with better attendance records, higher GPAs, and fewer discipline issues than non-student athletes. That's what it means to be a part of the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.